Welcome, of course, to week 8.
Bill Ferguson is the president of the Maryland State Senate.
Of course, we want to see all kids be doing better.
On Friday, a Project Baltimore producer attended this press conference to ask him about an ongoing problem, not just in Baltimore City schools, but throughout Maryland: declining SAT scores.
Do you find this drop in SAT scores acceptable? And who do you think that taxpayers should hold accountable?
Before we get to Ferguson's answer, here is what Fox 45 found. In Baltimore City, each year, around 3,000 students take the SAT, a college entrance exam that measures reading, writing, and math skills.
Congratulations on taking the SAT.
In 2016, the SAT was redesigned nationally. With a new test, Maryland removed from its website student scores from previous years, meaning full state SAT records available to the public only go back to 2017.
The education system is run very poorly.
Project Baltimore in 2021 first began reporting on declining SAT scores in Baltimore City schools when we spoke with KJ McKenzie, a city resident. At the time, scores had dropped from 910 in 2017 to 892.
This is a report card for them. It's not just a report card for our children. It's sad and it's frustrating.
The district told us in 2021 more students were taking the SATs, which often corresponds to a short-term decrease in scores. But it turns out that decrease was not short-term.
Maryland's falling further and further behind.
Last year, in 2025, we again reported on this topic when the average SAT score in Baltimore City dropped from 892 to 867. At that time, in a statement, the Maryland State Department of Education explained it had proposed an academic excellence program that will help increase student achievement, prioritizing schools with low or declining academic performance, such as Baltimore City. But that approach did not seem to work. Now, city schools' SAT scores have hit a new record low, falling to 856. Nearly a 60-point drop from 2017, and the lowest in the state. But this is not just a Baltimore City schools problem. Throughout Maryland, SAT scores are down from 1063 in 2017 to 1001 in 2025.
Over the last 6 years, I think we've seen the pandemic have an unprecedented impact on educational outcomes across the board.
Regarding the drop in SAT scores, Ferguson largely blamed the COVID-19 pandemic. He said 6 years after the pandemic, schools are still recovering. But if you look at the data, SAT scores in Baltimore City were going down before 2020.
One test is not a determinative value. I think we've seen a lot of debate over the SAT in particular and its inequitable impact.
But more than that, Ferguson argued, SAT scores are just one academic indicator, a college admissions test, which he says is not a true gauge of student success.
What we've seen is that lower SAT scores, but with individuals with higher GPAs who go on to college, show better persistence and long-term outcomes than what just on the basis of their SAT scores.
But it's not just SAT scores in Baltimore City and Maryland that are worsening. There are many other student achievement metrics that are going in the wrong direction, despite record funding. That part of the story, Wednesday. I'm Chris Pabst, and this is Project Baltimore.
Hi, I'm Maxine Stryker. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel, and check out Fox Baltimore on social media to find more stories like this.